It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down.
By the way, we have to watch that. I was going to watch that today. It is a banger. It is absolutely a fucking banger, dude. Where is it? Kamala Harris. This one is so fucking funny. Wait, no, it's not this. Does anyone have that tweet?
I'm a big boy now.
Where it was like, where can people find, the testing? And she was like, you just Google it. There was like a couple Kamala Harris moments from this TV interview that she conducted that were just incredible, okay? Just so much fuego on this, dude. So spicy. Oh, let's go. Let's check this shit out, dude.
Administration just go out and secure more at-home tests.
For the record, the failure from this administration specifically was
9 months.
A bunch of testing facilities closed down because they thought that people were not going to need it. Like a bunch of the testing production facilities, like the COVID test, rapid test production facilities, straight up closed down because they were like, all right, we're just not gonna fucking, we're just not going to need it. No one is gonna. It's not gonna be like a crazy amount of people that need tests. Like, that's crazy.
After the Delta surge in the fall, why are we at a point now where folks still can't get tests?
But we just ordered I don't have the number in front of me, but millions of tests. We have 20,000 sites where people can go, and I urge people to, you can Google it or go on to any search engine and find out where free testing and the free testing site is available.
But Madam Vice President, the fact that we're still telling people,
bro, y'all want tests? Google it, dumbass. Fucking Google it. Like, I don't fucking know. I mean, what did you not think that this was going to be a question in this exclusive interview that your PR team set up for you? Did you not have like an actual answer for this? This is crazy, dude. Like, and that's crazy from a PR point. Okay. That's crazy from a PR standpoint that they like did not have an adequate answer for this. But also on top of that, like, that's crazy from an administrative standpoint as well. Like, they actually don't have an administrative answer for this either. Like, the administration has not figured out at this stage, when we're like nearly a month into like the COVID spreading bonanza of Omicron, and they still don't have like an adequate response to this, where it's like, we instituted the Defense Production Act to make sure that we are beefing up the previously closed additional testing production facilities, and every American will now get it, as we've talked about before. Every American will now get COVID tests in the mail. Here's the website that you can use that does not crash when you click on it. Or we're do the fucking public-private partnership that they always do. I don't know. Go to like fucking Amazon and work with Amazon to fucking make sure, and UPS to make sure that, COVID tests are delivered to people, or work with the USPS, which is laughable. That's never going to happen. Of course, the American government is dog shit. But to deliver COVID tests to every single American citizen, okay? Every single American citizen, depending on how many people are in their households, according to census data, or indiscriminately, they're going to send like 3 to 7 COVID tests per week to every American citizen, that sort of thing. These are things that for the record, for people who like obviously live in the United States, what I am saying sounds like insane, right? You're like, what? They can't do all that. What are you, crazy? We're America. What I'm talking about is already familiar to everyone that lives outside of the United States. And Felix and I were talking about this last night as well after the stream. But like, what I am mentioning right now is a procedure in process in countries that are not the United States of America. Okay? This is already happening in other places. So just want to mention that before we continue. And the conversation I had with Felix revolved around this as well, where it was like, he's American and I'm not, right? So we were talking about like COVID recovery, COVID response, like what could have happened. And even like the Joe Biden, a cryptic message about like, if you're not vaccinated, you're going to die, Jack. And he was like saying that he doesn't really care. about the Biden administration saying that because it's understandable. And I was like, I agree. I mean, it is understandable that they're saying that, and it's like typical of Biden. I'm not gonna like fucking yell at them too much, but that's not what the government's supposed to do. The government can't give up. And I realize like the reason why I have this attitude about a potential hypothetical, theoretical, strong government that is supposed to fucking protect its citizens is because I'm Turkish. And no matter how fucking corrupt, no matter how much of a kleptocracy the Turkish government is, and no matter how little money they have, ultimately, when it comes to stuff like this, the Turkish government does what they need to fucking do to protect its citizens. So that is the main difference here. Why don't you just engage in mutual aid? What?
Looking good today, King Hassel.
Dude, anarchist shut the fuck up challenge. We are talking about a centralized government that adequately provides necessary care for every fucking single individual in all of these other functional countries. We are not going to fucking mutual aid our way out of this problem. Shut the fuck up.
8 months of
Just let me have a conversation about what a federal government is supposed to do, okay? And then give you examples of what federal governments do actually engage in, okay? The actions they have successfully engaged in countries where they do have adequate funding, and in countries that are more functional as a government, and then also in countries where the government is not even functional and doesn't even have the same level of fucking wealth that the United States has, okay?
Let's go, chat.
Mutual aid is a Hasan unlocked cheat code. It is so fucking stupid. It is so fucking stupid. It is so American too. That is what makes me so angry. It is like such an incredibly American approach, which is like, dude, I don't understand. Why don't you individually solve this problem and get other individuals to individually solve this problem? It's like, why do we have a government, dog? There should be no government then. Like, it's so fucking frustrating that like I am talking about what the government should do. This is an incredibly powerful fucking institution, okay? That we have democratically decided is supposed to take care of us in times of need. And then motherfuckers will still be like, I am going to be a capitalist, hyper-individualistic American, but from the left. Thank you.
K-Hive for Eva.
Remember back in the day when I would talk about like the transactional nature of like every fucking social interaction, when you're so far left that you end up fucking turning on this like weird thing where it's like, yes, I'm in favor of making sure that workers get their adequate pay, which is precisely why I believe every interaction that a fucking streamer has with their community is supposed to be transactional in nature, and therefore there should be financial financial payment for that. It's like, okay, dude, yeah, that's very different than what ANCAPs believe, okay? Thank you for doing that. American when it's convenient, Turkish when it's not. Nice, Hasan. Why are people trying to fucking bait me? Stop. Take a minute off. Think about your actions.
People to Google where you can get a test, and
but come on now. I mean, really, if you want to figure out how to get across town to some restaurant you heard is great, you usually do Google to figure out where it is. So that's simply about giving people, right, a mechanism by which they can locate something that they need, something that can help them.
Well, we're 2 years into.
You think she would expand on the military medical team on where they should be stationed, where you can get tested at a location? Yeah. That would be cool if we were a competent government, but we're not, so that's not going to happen. All right. Oh, this was what I was looking for. Oh yeah. This answer from Kamala on whether we should change COVID strategy sounds like me in 10th grade trying to bullshit my way through a class presentation. Oh, this was a banger.
6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy. Is it time?
I love you, Hasan, even though
it
you
is
hate
time
every of
for
us
us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy.
Let's run that again.
Is it time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
That's a fire. That's an absolute fire statement. Okay, that's a banger. You're crazy. You're crazy if you don't recognize that that's a banger. First of all, I am fully in support of our, leaders being completely zooted out the fucking ass.
Been a while since
like Kamala is here.
Glad
Like
to be back. Hope
she
your
is
world has.
barred out. Okay, nobody who is completely sober is ever going to make a statement like this. Okay, she is higher than giraffe pussy, straight up.
Love you.
Just because it's not alcohol doesn't change the reality that she is not fucking absolutely just on a spaceship. Okay, who the fuck? What? I'm gonna run it again.
Time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree. For us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Slay queen. Absolutely slay. Goated. What is she supposed to do? She's the vice president. Fuck it, dude. YOLO. I love that. I love that statement. It is that's a sentence. There are words in it. Doesn't have to make sense. Fuck you. Huh? What do you got a problem with that?
What's up?
Comes out that Kamala Harris actually is a big fan of Kratom, as someone in the chat was pointing out. She's like, she's actually a big Joe Rogan Experience fan. She decided to test out Kratom and is just, addicted.
Hi, chat.
For us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day.
If it is to be said,
Smile any
so it
smilers?
is.
This is fucking excellent, dude. Joe Rogan made me try Kratom and I threw up when was sick for days.
Less than 3.
Don't they get prepped for this? How was she caught off guard? Bro, there is no preparation. The preparation was just fucking taking way more Xanax than what she is prescribed, okay? That was that's how she prepped for it, dude.